We're probably quite exposed here, to be honest. And this guy doesn't have armour, so
we're good. We're good. The bloke in the armour looks like the more important one. If you're a sniper and there's a guy clean skinned and a guy in armour, he's the important one, and he's the professional one, so probably fair enough.
I don't know about that.
I'm using all your content as mine if something happens. This is Bryce. Not only is he one of the most lovely blokes I've ever met in my life, but he's the most knowledgeable person I've ever met on the situation happening over here. So I'll chuck his links and everything below. But yeah, thank you, Bryce, for helping me out. I really appreciate it, bro.
Very close to Kramatorsk. This area was, I mean, a scene of a lot of heavy fighting early in the war. You can see like significant damage to the buildings. These still haven't been repaired. There's one example of like building repair. This is new one. These are kind of relics from early in the history of the conflict, and I remember when I came here in 2016, it was all still quite fresh, but like it's been sitting here for 6-7 years now, and I don't know, it's like a reminder of what happened here. I think for many people the war is out of their mind, but you see stuff like this and you realize like a lot of these places were witness to things that happened here.
Not long ago, hey?
Not at all. You can imagine if you're in this building and there's like a tank or something 3-4 kilometers away, like the step is so flat, fighting here would have been a nightmare.
Oh. We're on the outskirts of Kramatorsk, heading towards the front line, and we're just seeing the relics of, you know, past shelling, and this is where people used to live, and the displacement of people, and you can just see how hard some of this has been fucking hit, and barely any of it actually rebuilt yet.
From the fighting, like you might find discarded RPG tubes. There's like a lot of mines and stuff around, so when we're like walking in areas close to either where the front line is now or where it was previously, it makes a lot of sense to be careful of where you are.
Yeah.
Could have been caused by a round from a tank maybe, or some sort of larger gun, like an artillery piece or something like that.
So fucking big. Jesus. Oh, your first time in here? Yeah. Fucking hell.
I mean, I've visited outside before, but never came in here.
Yeah. And Bryce was telling me that you just got to watch out for, you know, unexploded ordnance, you know, shit like that, because, you know, no one's been here for a while, although people live in the area. Not that many people actually really want to come, you know, inside a lot of this. That's bloody fair enough. Right, this bit might be a bit dodgy. Yeah,
It's safe.
that's all good. It's hard to see too how heavily hit and bombarded some of these buildings have been. Although, you know, years ago where this was hit, it's still very, you know, very real, that this was somewhere people lived and played, and these are people, and look at the shells all through it and bullet holes all through everything. That's heavy hitting. That's not just a bit of rifle fire sprayed in the side of a building.
Вопрос можно?
Насчет чего?
Сейчас, пожалуйста.
Не, мы сниматься не будем.
I know I got my armor on. Willie doesn't.
It's all good.
Pretty
The
crazy.
beard will protect me.
We're currently in a town very close to the Frontline. This is Zolote. It's split into a number of settlements. We're in one area now. There's a mine nearby. This place is constantly shelled because the Frontline is only really a few hundred meters away from here, the military positions anyway. We were on the way here, we already heard a fair amount of shelling, like pretty close, like not close enough that we're at risk, I don't think, but the ceasefire violations at the moment, there's a lot going on here in Donbass, so I've kind of brought Willie here to show him, you know, what is really going on here. We're going to see a town where there used to be 2,000 people that lived here, there's 400 now, many of them can't afford to stay here, oh sorry, they can't afford to leave. They really have no choice but to stay here, or they're saying, why should I have to move? Like, this is my home. I didn't ask for this war. We want to live here. So we might be able to make some interviews with people, get some information about like what I guess the ceasefire violations are like at the moment, and just have a look around.
And don't worry about the no body armor thing. It's all good. I'm not weighed down. I'll get them feet going. There you go.
It's starting.
I only just flicked the camera on. I don't know if I got the first one, but we had a couple of close-ish artillery. There's another one if you can get that. Artillery coming in. You know, as Bryce was saying, it seems to be, you know, when the sun's going down, people start picking up arms, and you know, after that, when the ceasefire fucking ends, well, the people that monitor it go home at 5. That's when pick up and start shooting stuff.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.